Hello and welcome. My name is Tammy and I'll be your lead facilitator for this program. Level Up is funded by Sunshine Coast Council and delivered by USC International Development. At USC International Development, we are capacity building experts specializing in entrepreneurship. To help us manage your learning experience, we have introduced a few introductory videos to talk about the key terms and concepts to enable you to get the best from our face-to-face workshop, June 12th for marketing and July 12th for finance. Sit back, relax, and let us help you level up your business. Let's start with a few business basics. There are really two types of private enterprises. The first, a business enterprise, it makes profit for the benefit of its shareholders. Typically, the enterprises use shareholder value as a core business principle. Business activities and decisions consider, first and foremost, what the return is to the shareholder. The second type of enterprise is what we call a social enterprise. Social enterprise strives to make profit, but they're not driven by money alone. Their guiding principle in business is usually to do good, so there's often a willingness to trade off profit for social good. Business also operates with a conscience, and this is what we call our business purpose and values. It's why a business exists, what they value, and we do so by addressing the why. Why this business? So develop your purpose and your customers will understand your business drivers. It also sets an expectations of how they'll be treated, the quality of service, and the difference you make in your communities. These are all what we call points of differentiation. And the best way to differentiate your business is to start with your vision. What is your long-term view in business? Clearly articulate this vision, and you make it easier for your customers and your staff to know what you are all about. A vision statement can help you achieve a sound position because it's your company's roadmap, indicating both what the company wants to become, and by guiding transformational initiatives, it sets a defined direction for the company's growth. Your vision differs from your mission in that one is long-term and the other outlines the steps of how to get there. Your mission addresses two considerations: what you do and what makes you different. There is no requirement for business to have either a vision or a mission, but without one, it makes it very difficult to plan. In my view, both are essential to an effective business or marketing plan because it keeps you on course. Finally, I'd like to talk about the different entity types under which you can operate a business. A sole trader. They're usually individual owners of a business. They're entitled to keep all the profits after tax, but they're also liable for all the losses. It's easy to do. You could be an individual. It's simple, it's inexpensive, and allows you to operate quickly. The downside is there's no separation of liability, no opportunity for succession. The business starts and ends with the individual. The second form is a partnership. On the other hand, is a legal form of business operating between two or more individuals who share management and profits. The third type is a proprietary limited company. This is a business structure that has at least one shareholder and up to 50, where the liability of the shareholders is limited to the value of the shares they own in the company. There are advantages and disadvantages to all business entities, and they are affected in terms of regulation, levels of risk, liability, tax, the amount of return they get, and also succession. Please do your homework and seek advice from your accountant or search the ASIC website for more information. That concludes our session on business fundamentals. This session will cover the following concepts: strategic marketing, the principles of marketing, marketing segmentation, target marketing, branding and positioning, marketing mix, digital marketing strategies. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce you to what I call the PI principle. It's a principle I often use in business: plan, implement, and evaluate. The key to business success is using the PI principle to ensure you're always on the right track. Let's start by discussing the planning elements of marketing. Marketing starts with having a strategy. Here are the 5 steps to use in your marketing strategy. First, identify your vision. Complete a SWOT analysis. Establish your marketing objectives. Develop the marketing strategy. Evaluate your tactics. Next, I'd like to introduce you to the principles of marketing. There's 7 principles of marketing. The first is your product. Product is the basis of what you're selling. The quality, the branding, the features, the warranties. It is the heart of your marketing. The second P is for promotion. How you advertise and promote your brand and products to customers and prospective customers. The third P is for price. Now I want you to start with price is a perception of value. How you use price to position your product is a critical component of marketing. Price sets expectations. If you charge more, customers expect more. So always consider your price and how you position your products in the market. The fourth P is for place. Consider place channels, where and through what channels you sell your products. Are you online? Do you have a retail presence? Are you direct marketing? Do you distribute through others? You need to consider how customers can get access to your products. Does the channel work for the target customers? Or do you need other channels in order to reach your customers? The sixth P is people. Who are the people in your organization and how do they help you sell your products? What does your customer experience when they deal with your people? Is that engagement one that builds advocacy? Or do customers leave not wanting to come back? In the era of social media, is this working for your business? I'd like to share a story. While I was in Vietnam, I met a great concierge at our hotel. He went above and beyond, being at our beck and call. When we were ready to check out, I handed him a tip. Interestingly, he refused, but instead he asked for a TripAdvisor review. That's because the experience was so great, he knew that that was key to business. The next P is what we call process. Have you heard of the concept of being customer-centric? It's whether or not we're easy to do business with or it's very difficult. What a customer experiences when they try to buy from us. I was recently at the airport and I went to buy a bottle of water. The queue was so long, I waited 10 minutes. After being frustrated, I went over to the next counter and I bought water. Here it was, they were selling water at the same price, but one was easy to do business with and the other was difficult. We'd simply understaffed and under-resourced for that time of day, so I took my business elsewhere. Process is a very important component of the way a customer experiences your business. The final P is what we call proof or physical evidence. It's all about establishing credibility. Customers now want you to prove that you are what you say you are and that your product will deliver what it says it will. Next, we have market segmentation. So market segmentation begins with customers' behaviors. We want to understand how customers behave so we can shape and influence how they experience our products. Market segmentation is a process of dividing a broad customer base of existing or potential customers into subgroups of consumers. These are what we call segments. They're based on some kind of shared characteristics. Segment looks at customer base on either a demographic profile or psychographic profile to predict how that consumer will behave. We use segments to target customers by communicating directly to the group. By targeting our promotion, we're better able to influence their buying decisions. It doesn't matter if we use digital or traditional marketing activities. These concepts are key to marketing to our customers. Brand sends the message to the market about who you are and what you will deliver. Intrinsic to all brands are the values you stand for, and it shapes what customers expect in terms of quality and price and in experience. Every experience you have with your customer shapes the brand experience and informs the brand promise. Brand isn't what it says it is, it's what the customer experience. The marketing mix is a series of activities used to influence consumer decisions. Another way of looking at this is that it's all the marketing tools that you use to achieve your marketing objective. Understand that your marketing objective works in sync with your sales cycle, which means they use marketing to ensure that we do our promotion when sales are slowing. There's an alignment between the sales cycle and the marketing activities. Digital marketing is more than Facebook and likes. It's about customers, engagement, and consumer behavior. What digital channels bring is targeted approach to reaching more customer segments, adding value by analytically evaluating the responses to your campaigns. But it still requires an understanding of marketing principles to meet your sales objectives. Your business strategy underpins digital marketing and is one of the many mediums that we use within the marketing mix. It represents a two-way conversation with customers, so it needs to be responsive and transparent, and it must be part of your marketing strategy. We want you to think of digital marketing as a way to convert likes into sales. This concludes our online session of marketing. We've provided you with the key concepts you'll need for a workshop. To help you prepare for a workshop, we'd like you to bring along last year's sales report, broken down by months, and your marketing plan. I look forward to seeing you on the 12th of June, where we'll help you leverage your competitive advantage and get the most from your marketing spend.